Hey there everyone, so before we get into this, I need to really quickly explain why I haven't uploaded in the past 3 weeks. So essentially for the past few weeks I was, let's just say, helping my grandfather pass on to the next life, so that's why I haven't uploaded in quite a while. I apologize greatly for it, but now we will be moving on to the regularly scheduled Crazy Kitsune Gaming. Ah yes, we didn't start off the episode with hello there ladies and gentlemen, this is Crazy Kitsune Gaming. I can already hear the confused screaming. So you're probably wondering what we're actually going to be doing today. And this is, essentially going to be the start of a new series, and that is going to be the Crazy Difficulty Plant Campaign series. So, you actually have one of the commenters on one of my videos to thank for this, because they essentially ran into a mission that they weren't quite able to do on Crazy Difficulty. And so, with that being the case, I thought, why not do playthroughs of the campaigns on Crazy Difficulty? I'll need to do it at some point because it's sort of a badge of honor for many people to be able to complete games on the highest difficulty possible. So why not do that? And I figure, let's get started. Now, with that said, this is going to be a video guide series on getting through the game on its highest difficulty. So with that said, I'm going to be going into these episodes assuming that you already have a fundamental understanding of the game. So that means I am going to be using variants, I am going to be using character upgrades, and I am also going to be using some of the different abilities that you can unlock. So, with this assumption of prior knowledge, you already know what the first mission is going to be. It's going to be an escort mission for Grumpy Stumpy. Now, the thing is that on Crazy Difficulty, all of the enemies do far more damage, like copious amounts of extra damage. And they also have a decent chunk of extra health, usually about 25 to 30 extra hit points, for at least specifically for all of the different hero types of zombies. So things like imps, foot soldiers, all-stars, yeah, they're all gonna have 25 extra hit points. So, yeah, that means that Imp, for example, used to be a non-issue. Now he's going to be quite a sticky wicket to deal with. And they're all going to have decent damage as well to deal with, so yeah, that's going to be very, entertaining. Now, also, I'm not going to be going through the story this time and all that much of the dialogue, or even the cutscenes, because, well, I've already been through this before, going through the story, so if you want to know the actual story of these missions, you can go back and find my old series just going through the campaign normally. So then, now, why have I chosen Metal Petal specifically for this mission? Well, in case you don't know, Metal Petal is a armor variant character, meaning that she gets extra health, which is going to be very helpful. Let's just see a quick example of how much damage browncoats do. Oh yeah, okay, that's pretty devastating. I mean, that's 3 bites between them, and that did about 70 damage. So yeah, that's quite devastating. That's a good example of the chaos to come with this difficulty. So the reason I chose Metal Petal for this mission is because Grumpy Stumpy is going to be at actual risk of dying when he gets attacked by that Giga Gargantuar. So having a character that can heal him is going to be rather important. But also because she has a Sunbeam for the Giga Gargantuar, which is a decently consistent source of damage. And you're probably thinking, oh, Crazy Kitsune Gaming, if you want to do good damage to the Giga Gargantuar, why not go with Shadow Flower, or Power Flower, or honestly, most other Sunflower variants? And that is because I will need to be close enough to Grumpy Stumpy to actually heal him. But the thing is that Giga Gargantuar's main Lightning Beam attack, guess what, counts as lightning damage, meaning that it will arc across multiple plants. Guess what, Grumpy Stumpy counts as a plant, and that lightning effect will arc all the way over to me. So, that's why I'm going with Metal Petal, because most other sunflowers are going to be at a big risk of dying. But Metal Petal, not quite so much. So then, let us get into this. Now, another thing on Crazy Difficulty, it's not going to be so evident here, but when we get into Special Ops missions, it's going to be very noticeable. There are quite often going to be more enemies thrown at you in the missions. So that is something you will need to be careful of. There is one corn mission in particular that is very challenging on Crazy Difficulty that I'm kind of looking forward to. Alright then. So, yep, so far so good. Nothing quite too scary yet. Also, about the delay thing, another thing that, that happened during my, sort of, I think, hiatus, they're called, when you're gone from YouTube for a long time. I, during that time, actually found 2 TV shows that I like, so, yeah, my interest in that was probably not helping me get back into recording at all. Alright, so now we're into this. Good thing that Imp decided to use Impicata. One thing you may not know is that when the AI Imps try to use Impicata, it is actually incapable of doing anything. It can't hit anything. I don't know why, but it makes them a little bit easier. There we go. Let's go for... Okay, so Foot Soldier knows exactly who he wants to try and kill. Didn't work out for him, though. Okay, hold on. Rid of the Conehead. Get rid of him. And now the Imp. Okay. Yeah, you see, he's actually taken a decent chunk of damage. Let's get some of that healed. So now, the test. Here is the Giga Gargantuar. This is going to be an issue. Let's go ahead and run back, and yep, you can see there's already that arcing going on. Alright, is that far enough away? That seems to be just about far enough away. Of course, now I have... Oh! Issues. Okay. Yep, this is part of what I was worried about. And see, now Grumpy is kind of all alone to just get blammed in the face over and over again. Okay. Number 1 issue, the All-Star has got to go because he is mountains of damage. That's really all this All-Star is right now. There we go. Get rid of... Oop. Nope. Okay. Get back to healing Grumpy. And just start slowly whittling this guy down while letting Grumpy take the brunt of the damage. I don't know. Is that going to be enough? No, okay. I was worried that the potted plant would be enough for the lightning to arc to me, but didn't quite work out that way. Thank goodness. So, yeah, that is the first mission done. So now we just gotta kind of go through the formality of bringing him back to base, and that's already dealt with. So, yeah, with that said and done, that is our first mission of the Plant Crazy campaign dealt with. So, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you again in the next one. Have a good day.